Good morning. My name is Landon Krigler with Krigler Realty Group, and this is part two of our video that we showed you how to get a listing on the phone, never meeting the people. And we know that you have to ask those two questions. The first thing is you don't know me. Remember, I'm Landon Krigler, Krigler Realty Group. You don't know me. And that kind of puts them at ease. You're not their buddy. But then you ask, may I ask two quick questions about your real estate situation? May I? Mother, may I? Okay. So we ask the first question. When you guys sell your home, when, that's a positive, will you be moving to another city? The answer is no. We already have another home. Then you move on to number two. If not, then you ask them a question. Have you ever heard of a CRS? They're the doctors of real estate. And we have a little video that we can show them, and you can get a referral. We can. And I'll handle everything, and you can get half of it, 50%. Now, they say that if it's not moving out of town, they already have another house that you can't help them with, then you can move on to the second question. Have you ever heard of a 7-day exclusive agency listing? Well, no, Landon, I haven't heard of that. May I explain it to you in just a short time? Well, it's where you can continue to do exactly what you're doing. It's not going to cost you a thing. And I'll take a listing. It's called an exclusive agency listing, and that allows you to continue to market your home just as you are. If you get a contract, you owe me nothing. But if you'll give me 7 days, and you can cancel it any time during that 7 days, I believe I can sell your house. And here's why. We're going to send out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, a blitz to all the agents on your home. And normally we get a contract within 7 days. So there's the definition that I've used. And this is recent. I've used a lot of different things, but I want to show you, after I did my first video, I called just like I said. The people said, yes, I'm moving, but I have another agent in Nashville already, moving up to be with their family, children up in Nashville. And so I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what happened. This is not just fiction. This is real life information that works if you work it. You got to continue to call these buy owners, especially if you're new. Now, once you get to a certain stage, you'll get referrals, but to get there is difficult. You got to make a living here. And this is the quickest. You don't want to marry them. Remember, you just want a date. So I'm going to share my screen with you here. Let's see here. Share. All right. So there it is. And we're going to go over here. Excuse me. Hope you can see that. Let me minimize this one here, because we don't want to get into that. All right. So here is the actual property that prior to this was on Zillow as a buy owner. There it is right here. And that, look at these beautiful, I'll show you the beautiful pictures here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And it is a nice house. And that's one of the things we tell them. We'll take professional pictures to get the job done. So you see what that says, pending. I had a contract within 3 days that we were negotiating back and forth. And this person was a first-time home buyer. They had all kinds of issues. And this is not easy. Not easy. We had to reassure them certain things. They had some little permitting issues on the house that we had to address. All kinds of, you know how it is. But I had a contract by using the 7-day listing. You don't know me. And may I talk to you? And I sent it to them. And I said, I'm not here to list it today. Just take a look. So within 3 days, I had a listing. I blitzed this nice property with these beautiful pictures. And here it is. You see what that says? It's in pending information. Days on the market was 10 total. But remember, once that third day, I had a contract we were working. I asked them, can we get an extension till the end of the month? And now it's in pending. It can go, and we're far along. The inspection is tomorrow, and that's another issue we can talk about another time. But this is real. There I am right here, Krigler Realty Group, listing contract date, and it was 10 days on the market so far when we got the contract. You see that? Here's May. Proposed closing is May the 1st. They're in the military, and they're going to be closing out their affairs. And this is and there's the binding agreement date right there. So just as I said, not as quick as I wanted, took a whole 3 days to get the contract established. And then we worked through it. They had some questions. We had to verify certain things. They wanted a disclosure. And we don't normally do that. And that sounds unusual, but if you're a lawyer, you don't want to bring up everything the person's done in their life. They'll pick something when they were 7 years old, you stole a popsicle there. But that's just our policy. But they wanted that, so we had to do it. That was part of the deal. They're not signing it without a seller's disclosure. So we had them to make it. And that's the reason it took more than the week. But now I'm in. I'm their guy. If this falls through, I believe we'll sell this house, and they'll use me. They've already referred 2 people to me after I met with them. So that's the way to do it. Remember, just 2 quick questions. You don't know me. And I'll keep you posted. We'll do the 3rd installment here after we close this sucker. So might be something you want to do. Now, the only way you're going to do this and get a contract as theirs is to send them out that blitzkrieg text of your new listing to all the agents in there. Not email. 5 times more effective texting. They're looking at that text all day long. Those agents, they get it, give a good picture, they'll show it. And most of the time, if you do it right, you'll get a contract within those 7 days. And you can extend it after that. They'll be happy to. You're their person. So I hope that makes sense to you. This is real. This is not conjecture. I've sold a lot of homes and used a lot of different things. Some of them didn't work. This one works. Saves you time, and it helps you get in easier. You're just dating. You're not marrying. Does that make sense? It does, really, doesn't it? So contact me, Landon Krigler, and you can go to textcatcher.com. That's where our company is that we use to send out the text. Now, I own that company, so it's not a third party there. We have to use some third party people to get it out there, but that's what we do. Now, I own this. Had some people create it for me. So you're dealing with me. All right. For those about to sell, I salute you. Why? Because it is not easy. Thank you for watching this video.